Hi, how's it going? Today we're going to work on 2.3 special solutions, and basically we're going to have special things happen with our variables in terms of them canceling out. So we're going to solve these using distributive property. We're going to combine our like terms. We're going to get variables to one side potentially, and then we're going to try solving. When we solve, we're either going to get an answer like we have been, maybe no solution, which means there's no answer that will make the solution possible, or infinite solution, which means every number could work, possibly. So let's just go ahead and jump into examples, and I can show you what I mean. So not every problem is going to have an answer of like x equals 5. Sometimes there is no answer that will make the equation true. So for example, we would distribute this first one first, the negative 4, to have negative 8x, subtract 4, then you're set that equal to the stuff on the right. Okay, from yesterday, we had variables on both sides. So I'm going to try to move them to be together. So we have negative 8x on each side of the equal sign. So I'm going to just add it. And I'm sure right away you're noticing, hey, negative 8 plus 8 on each side is going to cancel. And all you're left with now is negative 4 equals negative 2. And then you have to think to yourself, is that a true statement? Is negative 4 equal to negative 2? And the answer is no, so it's no solution. This is also the sign for it. Okay, so an example of an infinite solution would mean that every number would work no matter what you plug in to solve. So first we're going to distribute. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times negative 3x is negative 9x. Now bring everything else down. Okay, from here we combine like terms. So on the right we have negative 3, negative 8, which is negative 5. So I'll drop this down, write negative 5. And I'm sure right now you're noticing this is really similar, just written backwards. We have negative 5 minus 9x, and then negative 9x subtract 5, which is really the exact same thing. But I'm still going to keep solving. So I would add 9x to get my variables on one side. Again, this becomes nothing, and we're left with negative 5 equals negative 5. That is a true statement. So you'd write infinite, I'm going to spell this right, infinite solutions, which is also written like this with the infinity sign. Okay, so some examples on the bottom. A couple of these are no solution or infinite, and a couple of them are actually answers. So I plan on doing 3, and then you guys are in charge of doing one more. Okay, so number 1. Here we go, distribute. We'll have 6x plus 6 subtract 3x equals everything on the right. So after we distribute, you always combine like terms. So 6x subtract 3x, which is 3x. And again, I'm sure you're noticing these are very, very similar. Variables on both sides, so I would subtract 3x. And from there, I can see that I have left 6 equals 6, which is true. So you'd write infinite solution. Okay, number 2. We have to distribute on both sides of the equal sign, so go ahead and do that. Multiply the 6 in, you'll have 12x subtract 36. Distribute the negative 7. 14x subtract 28. Okay, we have variables on both sides. So from yesterday I said to scan for the smaller of the two. So 12x is smaller. It's positive, so I'm going to subtract it. So I have negative 36 equals 2x subtract 28. And so right now it's looking like nothing's going to cancel. So we're probably looking for an answer here. So it's not always going to be a special solution. Sometimes we can't get answers. So continuing on, you would add 28, which gives you negative 8. Divide by 2. And so x equals negative 4. And make sure you write your x first. Okay. Number 3. See if there's an answer here, if it's infinite or no solution. We will distribute. We'll have 40x multiply 3 to get negative 24 equals multiply 6 to negative 3 for negative 18x, subtract 24. We have variables on both sides, so the smaller of the two between 40 and negative 18x is negative 18. So I'm going to add that to the other side. Which gives me 58x. Okay, something weird is starting to happen, but let's keep going. We'll add 24. Now negative 24 plus 24 we know is 0, so it does cancel. I'm going to go ahead and put the 0 there. So now we still have a variable, it just happens to equal 0, and that is okay. I'm still going to go through the motions, divide by 58. 0 divided by 58, we all should know now is a 0. Okay. Number 4 is a big one, so let's go ahead and do this. Distribute both, so you're going to distribute the 7 and so 7 to the x and the 2, and distribute a negative 4 to both. So by doing so, we would get negative 7x plus 14. Distribute a negative 4 to the x, which gives you negative 4x, and the two negatives turned into a positive 28. Alright. Combine like terms. We have 7x, subtract 4x, which is 3x. We have 14 plus 28, which is a positive 42. Now we have variables on each side of the equal sign, so I need to start solving. They're both positive, so I will subtract them. You have negative 13 equals 42, which we all know is not true, so it is no solution. All right, that's it for the notes. Make sure you finish.